Hello, everyone. We are back on the YouTube channel where we share my progress of what I was able to do. And this will be a summary. I know it's been a while since I've last posted, and I said, oh, I would post every single week, and then I didn't. So, to be honest, I wasn't really thinking about continuing this. And someone like messages me, and they were like, "Hey, are you gonna post anything?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, yeah, of course." So I was like, "Okay, let me start doing it again." And today I just wanted to talk about my hardships. If you guys watched the last video, I mean, there was like some very, very big goals set. I mean, it was $4,000 in a week. I had my business plan, or I thought I did. And to be honest, I failed on that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, why that happened, how I'm progressing through that, and what I'm going to change to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because I was thinking about it, I was reflecting about it. I went on vacation, and it's like, why did that happen? And it was like, because I was doing everything like the books say, oh, like you have to like, I don't want to say manifestation, but like manifesting it, like, and everything, like working hard, and then I just got burnt out almost. So I guess with the first topic point, it's like failure in business and in your words. So I was going to start a photography business, and it just came over me like this belief that there was no value in it and there was no one willing to pay for it. And it just took the wind out of my sails. And it was just entirely me. There was plenty of people that would want to pay for it. And I got two free clients that was going to work for free. I did some stuff for them, and I don't know why. And I think it's simply as a business owner, as a man, you have to be able to walk through your word. Um, so going and saying, "Hey, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to follow through with it," because people pay for photography. People pay photographers $1,500 for a shoot. That's not that crazy. And I'm over here like thinking, "Oh, no one's willing to pay for my skills." Well, not right now, of course, but as I was progressing through that first week, it was just I just wasn't all into that business, and I just gave up on it. And then I had a job offer, and then another job offer, and right now, I still have both of them on the table now that I think about it. And it takes me to my second point of burning the boats and going all in. One of the things is I realized is when you have that steady income behind you, it makes it a lot harder to go and care about what's going on with your future in business. And is I have very low confidence in the value I can bring as a person and in business. And I realized like I need to go and change that to be able to go and help my clients succeed in what they do. What I My primary business is doing sales for videographers. And currently I have two clients. I'm going to talk about it towards the end of the video. But one thing I realized is, and I was struggling with those guys so far, is being able to do sales for them. And they're like, hey, no, I want to charge it this amount. And I'm like, oh, no, that's too much. That's too much. No one's going to pay for that. And I realized these guys have a foundation that is set on, I know what my time is worth. And I realized that is something as a business owner, I need to know what my time is worth. And I need to realize that, yes, I do provide value. I have the skills of sales and how I talk to people, how I understand marketing that is able to go and generate revenue and growth for these businesses. And is something that I could get paid for. And that's something I realized with the last business, with the photography, when I was doing it, where I was like, oh, I don't believe people will pay me for this. Well, if you don't believe people are going to pay you for this, your clients are definitely not going to believe it. Why should they believe it? They're the ones paying. And I just wanted to share a little bit about some quotes that I read that motivate me, that inspire me to continue. And hopefully, if you're watching this video, if you're thinking of, hey, how should I start my business? What should I be doing? How can I even provide value to this world and to people and actually make an income from it? This is something that I was able to read, and it just really inspired me. Oh, and this first one I read on LinkedIn: be an astronaut, not an astronomer. Um, and this really struck me for how, hey, you don't want to be the person that is only talking about it. All my life, I've been the one that talks about, oh, I'm gonna be an NBA player. I'm gonna be the person that does this. I'm gonna be a business owner. And there's nothing wrong with liking business and talking about it. Don't get me wrong, there's no one like astronomers aren't losers. But there's a difference between someone that's looking at it from a telescope far away and talking about how cool it is, and an astronaut who's actually going for their goals and actually trying to go and live it out. And if you notice, one is way harder to get into than the other. Astronomer, you could get in through a 4-year college degree. To become an astronaut, it is hard. It is really hard. I read somewhere it's like 100,000 applications. They choose like 16 people. Like it is really, really hard. But one group of people actually lives it out, and the other group of people will only see it from a distance. So to you and to in my life, like who are you? Are you the person that's constantly going to be talking about the goals that you want to achieve, or is it going to be, hey, I'm going to go after those goals? And then one of the books I read actually is Elon Musk by Walter Isaacson. And and Elon Musk does this all the time. He takes a 10-year goal and he tries to do it in 6 months. And it's brutal. Like if you read about how he treats his people, the work that they have to put in and the work he has to put in, it's insane. But you could see from the progress that he's made. Uh, I mean, look at it. He has his own rocket company, and that is insane if you think about it. Before Elon Musk, there was no such thing as a private company that was able to fire rockets. Now that is something that in a whole industry was started because of him. Tesla, there was never a serious foothold in the car market for electric vehicles. And Tesla came in and they went and now I mean they're still dominating the space. Maybe not as much as 3 years ago, but they're still very, very good. And then what inspired me is I watched this video by this businessman. His name's Pavel Bosovic, and he was talking about his factory. And he was talking about this, how he's taking a 10-year goal and he's trying to do it in 6 months. And he said these two key points of 99% of people will not achieve their goals. And that's something that I realized of if you have a goal that is meaningful, you have to expect pushback. You have to expect that things will not go the way you want, and circumstances are not the way that you want them to be because there's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect time to start a business. There's never a perfect time to start working out. There's never a perfect time to start training for a marathon. There's always something. I remember right now I'm currently training for a marathon. I remember when I first was thinking about it, I was like, "Oh man, it's too cold." Like this was in January or February. It's too cold. There's no way that you could run in this cold weather because it's Ohio. It's cold. And then I go on Instagram and I see someone running and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? Like this guy's running and I'm over here sitting in my house like expecting something to happen. No, you gotta go out there and start running. Yeah, it's cold. It sucks. Guess what happens in the summer? It reaches 90, 95 degrees. That also sucks. At the end of the day, I realized whether it's really hot, whether it's really cold, whether the circumstances are really good or they're absolute crap, you got to go after it. You got to go after those goals because at the end of the day, 60 years from now, you're going to be 80 years old and you're going to be asking yourself those questions like, hey, what did I do with my life? Are you really going to say, hey, I didn't accomplish because of this? I didn't do that marathon because it was cold outside. I didn't go and start the business because I'm just getting married. Um, it's more of, hey, if I'm going to set a high target goal, like a goal that's hard. Starting a business is hard. It's not easy. I got to go after it. I got to expect the pushback and just keep on walking. And then there's these two last points. The first one is playing to play or playing to win. This is a book actually, and it's Ken Griffin's favorite book, and he is the founder of Citadel, and he's very, very, very successful. But this is something that I really like to ask myself in whatever I do in life, and am I doing it to win? Like I'm playing pickleball with my friends, and I'm just like kind of like half doing it, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like if I'm not gonna play, if I'm playing, I gotta play to win. And like I just took that whole entire mantra into my life. Okay, if I'm gonna be talking with my fiance, like I'm playing to win. Like I'm not just gonna talk with her and just like, oh, what's up? Like just low energy. Like, no, I'm gonna go and ask her about her day. I'm gonna go and try to make meaningful conversation instead of, hey, I'm gonna go scroll on Instagram while I talk to her or something like that. Or while I'm gonna be at choir, that I'm gonna sit on my phone. No, I'm gonna be fully present in the moment. I'm playing to win. I'm playing to be in the moment, and taking advantage of the time that we have. And the last one is growing my foundation of risk. One thing I realized is right now I am terrified. I actually have no clue. I'll talk about the business in a little bit, but like I am so like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna make money? I feel like I'm undercharging. I feel like I'm not able to provide value. And I realized like, hey, this is what every business owner goes through, and I just need to take that next step. I need to take that next step. I need to go and build that foundation of risk. Because if I keep on restarting, if I start this business and then I just quit 2 weeks later, it's just going to restart all of the progress that I made. And I'm going to be back in this position maybe a year from now. It's going to be the same thing over and over again. So the point of like one of the goals actually with this YouTube videos, like people will see this and like I don't want to call you guys like my fans. I would say you guys are more of like people that are my friends. Like the person that called me out and was like, "Hey, you said you would be posting videos." Well, like, yeah, this is the whole point because I know that if I grow my foundation, if I keep on going in this business, maybe it won't be successful 100%. Because I'll tell you guys about the idea. If you guys want, comment if you what you think of it. But if it's not successful, I know I'm able to go and take those skills and apply it to the next business, to the next business, to the next business. And realistically, like I realized, like, hey, if this one fails, like there's not that much harm in it. I have the money for the wedding. Worst case scenario, I could live with my parents, which is really embarrassing. And I really don't want to happen, which is why I gotta work for this business to make sure that it's working. But growing that foundation of risk where I'm able to go and take my challenges and get after them, not just be afraid, give up. So a little bit with my plan, and this is going to be for this week. What is my plan? What is my goals? So for right now, I have two clients. I help videographers find clients, and this is primarily just through sales. So I'm cold calling, leveraging their network that they have, and just reaching out to people, trying to get started some conversations on how we can go work together and make more money. And for right now, I'm doing that, and my goal is to completely blow them away. By the end of this week, I want to generate both of them sales. For one of them, I am on track. I have a sales call today. I have a sales call Friday. Both are very, very promising. And I think I should get at least one of them and to be able to blow this guy away. The second one is a little bit harder. I did land us a very high profile meeting with a client that he's been trying to get in contact with and he hasn't, and I was able to get in contact with them. So he's been absolutely blown away by that. But the goal is that by the end of this week, they have sales, they're completely blown away, and they give me testimonials. And once I have testimonials from both of them, I'm going to go and start an Instagram page. And with that Instagram page, I'm going to have their testimonials. I'm going to have a little bit of what I do. The goal is to be able to start a company that is able to generate revenue for people. It provides physical value because we make money for people. And for right now, that's what we're going after, and that's what we're going to be growing in. So that means getting better in sales, investing in myself, whatever that may look like. Once I have those testimonials, once I've started marketing a little more heavily on the social media side and reaching out to videographers, my goal is to get three more high paying clients because for right now, these two videographers, I'm not sure how much I could charge them. And my goal is to get to 4,000 a month with them. The reason for that is this isn't exactly very scalable. It would be very difficult to scale this because you need a very high skill set. You need to be able to handle sales very well. And I've been doing sales very intensely the past 7 months when I was working a job. And there's a reason why I can go and cold call these people. I can DM them and I'm getting responses, I'm getting meetings. So that's because it's just I'm leveraging my skills. And what I want to be able to leverage is to go and create assets for people, whether that's building vehicles, building homes, whatever it may be. It's just that I would be able to create something because this on the skills part, it's very difficult to go and find those people. Maybe I'm making excuses for myself. Comment below if you think so. If anyone has like some tips or like wants to hop on a call and share, like, hey, like this is what I think. Like I would love to do that sometime. But yeah, that is what it's looking like for right now. So I'm going to be giving an update around next week, just how it's going. How are the clients doing? If I've been able to get any testimonials flowing, which they should be good. Um, and then yeah, so if been watching this whole entire video, I commend you. And I want you to go after your goals, whatever they may be. And it doesn't have to be like I'm gonna go and start a business because I realize like business isn't for everyone. This is something that I enjoy. This is something I'm passionate about. Um, but whether it's even like, I mean, like one of my goals is like, hey, I want to be a really good tennis player, and that's just something I want to do. Obviously, right now it's not the time because I have my priorities, but it's something that I know I have to get after. I can't just sit here and wait. Life is way too short to go and talk about all the things we want to do and just not do them. So if you're watching this, get after your goals, go at them. Comment down below, like, subscribe, share with someone that you think this would inspire them. If you have any tips, tricks on YouTube, let me know. I would love to grow this channel. But have a great day.